Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome in today. My name is Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium. I haven't been live in such a long time, so I thought I would come on here and we can chat a little bit about spirituality. We can do some readings for you guys. I have this awesome new deck called the Body Health Oracle, so I'm going to use this today to do some readings for you. I do have some live reading options as well, so if you kind of want to skip the line, I do have a code Oracle, and if you put that in, the link is right in my bio. Put the code Oracle in and you'll get your $22 reading for $16. I'll do it right here live for you. I'll record it as well so you'll get a copy of it, okay? Welcome in, everyone. It is the 21st of November. I am up in the north. I usually come to you from Southwest Florida, and it is so cold where I am right now. So I'm really close to Canada. You guys can see that my hair has been growing in, right? Like the last time we talked was June, and I shaved my head. I don't know if you guys remember that. Go ahead and say hi. I see a bunch of you in here. Tell me where you are from so we can get an idea. Maybe some of you guys are from the same area. I'm also coming to you from Eastern Standard Time, so it's about 10 o'clock in the morning here. So you guys want to do some readings today? Do you want some energy readings, messages from your guides? We could do that. I have my deck here. I have a few other decks options, past lives, things like that. Oh, hello from Mississippi. Hello from Greece. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's so awesome to be back. I haven't been live in months, okay? So if you guys followed my story in July, my family and I sold everything and we got in our RV. We were from Southwest Florida, right where Hurricane Ian hit, actually, Cape Coral, Fort Myers area. And we took a journey across country. And then on our way back, that's when Hurricane Ian hit, and we couldn't go back. We couldn't go back to Florida. So right now we're still traveling. I'm about 29 weeks pregnant right now, which was not planned in our trip. So hello from Texas. Go ahead and tell me where you guys are from and say hi. Just join the chat. Say hi to everyone. Hi, Vanessa. All right. So let's just start doing some free readings. You guys have, if you have a specific question that you would like for me to answer, if you head to the link in my bio, I do have a special going on right now. If you use the code Oracle, you'll get your reading for $16. I'll do it live here, and then I also record it on my tablet and send it right to your email, okay? Hello from Oklahoma. Hello. I may not have any of my moderators in right here today because they don't know I'm going live. I'm doing well. How are you? Oh, hey, Brittany. How are you? I am doing really well. I am. Thank you. I got a big belly on me now, though. Yep, this was unplanned right before our big trip, so... All right. Okay, guys, so if you have specific questions, I would love to answer the questions for you. Specific questions, please book through the link in my bio. Use the code Oracle. You get a $16 reading, and it's about 3 to 4 minutes. I'll do it live for you here, and I'll also record it, send it to your email. But if you would just like a guided message, I will pull a card for you as well. I'll do a little energy reading, and all you have to do is say your name. All you have to do is say your name in the comments, and I will say your first name out loud, and then we'll start the reading that way. All right, go ahead and throw some likes up there, too. Double tap on that screen. It helps the live, I think. I'm not super into technology, but I love connecting with you guys, so here we go. All right, Maria. Okay. Okay, Maria, I'm actually getting, there's a person that's coming through. I don't know if this is something that recently happened, an argument or a fight, but there's this person that feels it's a male, and I feel like when he's talking to you, it makes you feel powerless. I don't know if this is someone from your past that is that needs some attention, or this person came back or something like that, but I'm not sure why I'm exactly getting that vision right now. Okay, so I pulled ovaries for you, cycles. So, this could mean that a new cycle is approaching, or there is an ending of a cycle with this person. It also says a very important ending of a cycle is approaching. Make way for the new entering your life. So If this is like, if you have a fear of like repeating past mistakes when it comes to relationships, what I'm here to tell you now is moving forward, you just have to learn from the past. Fearing it and holding on to it and absorbing those triggers instead of like recognizing the triggers as healing, that is what's that's going to keep you in the back cycles. That's going to keep you going like in reverse. So what you have to do is like take a breath and realize that the people that were in your life in the past, those shitty, bad relationships, they were meant to teach you something, even if you didn't like it. I mean, I've been there. I've been in the crappiest of the crappies. And it's, at the end of the day, you have to look back and say, okay, maybe they taught me boundaries. Maybe they gave me maybe I had to develop a voice. Okay? So that's where we're going with that. All right. So if you have a personal question, a specific question, go ahead and book with the link in my bio. It'll take you to my site, SnipFeed. On SnipFeed, you can use the code Oracle, and that will get your reading from $22 down to $16, and I'll still do it live. So I'm watching here. They will pop up, okay? You are welcome for the reading. Okay, Eva, okay. One second. I threw this card in backwards. Okay. Here we go. All right, thanks so much for being here, guys. Go ahead and double tap that screen, Eva. Okay. So for you, I have red blood cells. This is advanced, it says on the bottom. So this is telling me that, okay, have you been seeing, so the only thing that I'm seeing in my visions right now is flashing numbers. So have you been seeing like spirit numbers? Have you been really starting to recognize the synchronicities around you? And I have to say, it's not even just like numbers. Like I just saw the number 44 again. Okay. This is leading you to your psychic abilities. Okay. So you do have the capability of having psychic visions or messages come through, intuitive messages, and listening to them and them being right. You have that ability within you. But what I'm seeing right now is still like the point where you're making the internal and the external correlations with things. Like you maybe have a thought and then you see 1111 or a number 44 or something like that. I need you to keep going. Like I need you to dive deeper into those number signs, because what it's doing, it's leading you to your psychic abilities. And what I mean by that is you're having these thoughts and then you have this external validation by seeing a number, right? And you're like, ooh, 44, what I'm doing must be right. So what that's doing, it's eventually you're going to start to listen more to your body. You're going to have that physiological feeling or that thought, and you're not going to need the number. The external validation is going to become an internal validation. And that's where your psychic abilities blossom, because you're now listening to your physiology and your brain and your mind and your heart instead of looking external for those signs. Okay? All right. Let me just check here on SnipFeed. Like I said, guys, if you have a specific question that you would like to ask, I do past life, love, career. I'm an energy reader. A lot of you guys, if you follow my page, I do a lot of missing persons. And in that case, what I do is I become the energy of that person, and I do what's called remote viewing. And I do get a lot of visions, descriptive visions, and things like that. So you are so welcome, my love. Okay. All right, let's just keep going with these readings. You guys seem to enjoy these. Here we go. Erica. All right, good morning. If you guys have a specific question, go ahead, click the link in my bio, use the code Oracle. You'll get your reading for $16. I will do it live. It'll jump the line. It'll jump the line of everyone. And I'll also record it and send it back to your email for you, okay? So you get to keep it. Okay, Erica. Erica, are you around some place that is really cold, but there's also water near you for some reason? I'm not sure why I saw like the ocean, beach, and then I saw ice. That's kind of interesting. Hi, Celia. Hello. I just watched your beautiful, gorgeous video about you and your gorgeous attire, your new you, your look, and not being sorry for it. So hell yeah, girl. Okay, Erica. Maybe it was an old video, I'm not sure. Okay, you got teeth, separation. Examine the pieces of the puzzle. They all carry their own story and they contribute their own way. So what this is telling me is, I don't know if you're in a social setting right now. I don't know if this is a social, something about friends, or there's a place that you might not, maybe you're missing this place or missing these people. There just seems to be like this longing. It's almost like I'm in it's almost like I'm drifting off into this dream of a place where I want to be. So if you're not like directly near the ocean, that's probably why I'm seeing this, because this place in the ocean that I'm seeing in my head is someplace I feel like I would want to go back to, like a memory, a place maybe in college or something like that. Erica's like, yes. Okay. It's really important to like understand that not all people and places are meant to be in our lives forever. But it is important to go back and understand why is there still that connection? Why am I still feeling like I want to be there? Or why do I still feel like I want to be with those people? Do I feel lonely by myself? Do I feel alone where I am? And the answer to that is be for yourself what you need from that environment. Be for yourself what you need from your friends. Okay, so be there for you. And that's really what I feel like it's. Maybe there are pieces and parts of you that are kind of just hanging out over here, hanging out over here. It's kind of time to like reflect on you and collect them back. Say, okay, this was me, this was also me, and this was also me. And now let's bring them together. Okay? Erica, awesome. I'm so happy that you like the reading. Okay, great. Awesome. Okay, guys, so what we're doing today, my name's Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium. I do a lot of like missing persons, and mainly I work on Sanctuary now. Sanctuary is an amazing astrology app, and it allows you to talk live with me anytime that we're on. Okay, so I've been doing a lot of that, but I'm jumping back in here because I did create my own deck. It's called the Body Health Oracle deck. So you guys, a lot of you know I do medical readings and stuff like that and scans. So I created this deck. It's 66 cards. And it has to do with all the organs and the systems within the body. And you'll see there's always this master word. It says master. There's always this like trigger word here at the bottom and then a divine oracle message. And they all have to do with the function of whatever the organ or the system is in here. So if you're just looking to have more of a mind, body, spiritual connection, this is definitely the deck for you, because the Kickstarter begins on Thanksgiving, and within the Kickstarter I have like extra goodies. I have a small how to perform psychic health scans, and then I have a 20 card training deck that trains you on how to color code parts of the body, auras, and chakras. Okay? Okay, Celia, here we go, Celia. Hey, okay, so a card flew out, but I have to say, like, I don't know if did you finally step away from, like, it feels like a love that you've been looking at from a distance, Celia, and then I feel like you've finally moved on from it. I don't know if this is recent, but and I feel like your guides are, like, clapping, and they're showing me, like, this distance and how there was this energetic pull on you and someone else. And there's kind of like this congratulations of you finally pulling your energy back to you. Let me grab this card here that fell on the floor. Plasma. Oh, you're a medium. You are a medium. Look at this. It says medium right on the bottom for you. It says embrace the in-between. Your abilities are at a heightened state of intuition right now, so trust it. All right. Celia, let me see. I don't know if you're reading me, but I didn't put my name, but this is relevant. Oh my God, I thought you did. I thought I read Celia. Yeah, Celia, I was reading you. I did read your name somewhere. Okay. Well, I am reading you, Celia. I'm glad it's relevant. Okay. Especially this card. So, this is also telling me that because you have chosen you, because you have put more effort into you, that your abilities are you're doing mediumship readings now, aren't you? You are. This is telling me that you have now jumped to a place where you care about yourself enough to care about other people, which is bringing in those. You started to do. Oh, there was another Celia. I'm so sorry. There are two Celias. Okay. I'm glad it's relevant to you, Celia. But yes, so you're on the right path. If you were thinking to yourself, like, am I doing this right? Is the mediumship working? Is it coming through? Is this what I'm supposed to do next? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay? So that is definitely that's your sign, Celia. And I'm going to do the other Celia now, too, just because I just saw you. And, let me do the other Celia. Okay. So the other Celia, actually, there's some type of connection with your home living situation in a past life that's coming through. So the ex Celia, this one right here, 92 with the 92, this is who I'm reading right now. I'm actually getting a vision of you in a house setting, in a home setting, like a homemaker setting, but then I'm brought to like a past life, and that there's some type of connection, or there's a block that you might be feeling like with home life versus like who you are, who you're supposed to be, but it's connected to your past life somehow. I'm still gonna pull a card for you, but I do feel like what this is telling me, it's almost like telling me to look into your birth chart. I'm not huge into astrology, but like as far as like a south node and a north node go, I do feel like there's a transition that you didn't make in a past life, and I also feel like you feel stuck in this position still right now. It almost feels like there's definitely a block in this area. Okay. And I can't really tell. I feel like you would have to tell me. I can't tell if you're supposed to be escaping this home situation, but you don't look happy in the home right now. Okay. For Celia, what message? Divine message. Okay, so I'm telling, like, energetically, I got for you to open up to new possibilities. I got trachea for you. Okay. This could mean a couple things. It says inhale on it. Okay, so this could mean that you need to speak out a little bit more about what you want, like telling people, and it may not even be in a way like a demanding way. It just might be like, let's start to talk about the things that you want. Let's start to be vocal about the things that you want to see happen in your life. Even if they seem crazy or, you know, they're just ideas at this point, speak them into existence, okay? It says you're being asked to reach a higher level of vibrational energy. It starts with a deep breath. So sometimes when we feel blocked, all we have to do is sit there and take enough deep breaths to raise our vibration. Taking a deeper and deeper and deeper breath, that's how we raise our vibrational energy, okay? So, and that's why like we're in a higher vibration when we are meditating, because we're literally taking deep breaths. And it takes about 7 minutes to get into that meditative state of mind. So if you have to sit there and just breathe, sometimes that can clear our minds from the clog, okay? And you need to ask yourself questions like, what should I be doing? What is this block? Show me my block right now. Show it to me. Okay? Be demanding of yourself. You want to heal yourself, right? Okay. All right. All right, here we go. So thanks so much for being here. Just a quick shout out. My name is Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium. I'm also an intuitive life coach, and I do a lot of coaching on the side. That's kind of what I've been doing lately. I've also been like creating my own oracle decks. And I actually have a Kickstarter launch. It's only 30 days. So if you guys can go to the link in my bio and follow my Kickstarter, all you have to do is follow it. Maybe if you feel inclined to share it, it's just it's a 30-day event. I need you for 30 days, okay? And if this gets funded, then I can make this available for other people to purchase as well. So if you're interested in using this type of deck for your readings, okay? Hi guys, that's where you can find it, okay? So I've been doing a lot of that. I made a lot of decks. I basically, all the decks that I used to have, I replaced them by creating my own and having them printed. Now I use all my own decks. All right, except for my tarot deck, because I'm still kind of working on it. I got it printed, and somebody said something about missing persons deck. Okay, if you go to the link in my bio and you scroll down a little bit, you're actually going to see... Here, let's see if we can do this real quick. My page. So, if you go to the link in my bio, and your side's going to look like my phone here, and you just scroll down a little bit. So, here's the Body Health Oracle right there, and this is the reading right now for, it says $22, but if you put in the code Oracle, you'll get it for $16. And then just keep scrolling. There's the Lost Souls Vestige. Okay, I have 2 left available for pre-order. Once those 2 are full, then I'm going to put my pre-order in for those, okay? So somebody just asked about the Lost Souls deck. That is where you can find it. It's also where you can purchase a reading. If you guys want a discounted reading, I'm going to let the code Oracle go until 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's in about 3.5 hours. All right. Okay, so let's get going again. And I have been gone for a while. You guys know that, right? Ooh. Okay. Okay, here we go. When can we buy the missing persons deck? You can buy it right now. I might have one left available, like on hand. And then I did a 30 deck pre-order, and I have 2 left on there. So if you head to that link, you'll see whether you want to buy it right now or if you want to wait. And it's like $20 cheaper because I'm going to buy it in bulk. And then you can get it for that. You can get it for that price. You just have to wait a little bit longer because it's got to go to the printing press, come to me, and then I'm going to ship it out to you. Okie dokie dokie. Okay. So it's okay. This runs until the 30th, the end of the month. So on December 1st is when I'm ordering the decks. Okay, so you still have 9 days or so. Okay? All right, so I'm going to scroll to the bottom. Go ahead and put your name in again, guys. I had to scroll to the bottom because I had to stop and look for a couple messages. So what we're doing, if you would like to jump the line, I have $16 readings. If you go to the link in my bio and use the code ORACLE, you get your reading for $16. I'll do it live right here. I'll record it and also send it right to your email. Otherwise, we are doing messages from your guides or just energy readings. I'm clairvoyant, so I get visions. Okay, Kira, here we go. Kira. Why do they keep stopping? Okay, Kira. Okay. I don't know if I'm being brought back to your childhood or why, but I get the word game night. I don't know if you have game night now or if this is something that you had as a child. I'm not really sure why I'm seeing this. Normally, if I see things from childhood, it means something has to be like healed from it or something. I'm getting something about games or the way you play games. What the heck does this? Show me more. Okay. I'm going to pull a card because I feel like this is a block. There's a wall that's put up. There's something about being hurt, and I don't know why it has to do with games. White blood cells. Protect. Okay? Protecting your energy. Okay. Kira says I'm not sure. It's okay. Let your walls down, embrace the person you have become, and live freely. So this is, if I'm just having visions from childhood for you, what I'm being brought back to is the protection that you may have placed on yourself as a child, okay? So for example, like, oh my gosh, like my daughter, when she loses at things, she gets very angry and doesn't want to play, and that's kind of this weird, like, protection that she does for herself, you know, and it's, like, not allowing her to fail again or something. So that makes sense. Okay, so I'm being brought back to that childhood, and there's some type of defense that you've created for a specific situation. I don't know if it has to do with siblings or losing or rivalry or something like that, but I feel like you need to go back and really see what it was about because I feel like it's become a part of you, like almost like you've worn this as a veil, very guarded. Okay, you've worn this as a veil to protect yourself. So what we need to do is kind of go back and see why you did that, and who may have contributed to doing that to you by like projecting on you. And then you need to see that this person was only projecting, that they were probably, for example, if it was a sibling of yours, they may have had some type of pressure from your parents that made them kind of, you know, displace or project their anger onto you or something along those lines. Okay. But I do feel like it's something that you need to like shed, like you need to peel off of you because it doesn't serve you anymore as an adult. Okay, at all. It's not serving you. It may be hurting you more than it's serving you. All right? Okay, great. Sam. Okay. That was so weird. I thought I heard, well, my dogs are barking outside, but before that, I thought I heard something else. Oh, hey, Arlene. How are you? Okay, so 2 cards fell on the floor for you, love. Okay, stomach and adrenal glands. Okay, so this is telling me a couple things here. There's a go with the flow type of energy and regulating. Okay, so this is telling me to have you let go. And it's also telling me, see, we have stomach and adrenal gland here. We have regulate, let go. I'll tell you what the cards say. The stomach says it's important for you to get your creative juices flowing. And the adrenal gland says, you're being asked to assess your emotions. The origin of your pain does not reside here. So what I feel like needs to happen for you in order for you to, like, this is how I'm feeling. I see you standing and looking at a horizon, almost like you're like, okay, I've almost made it. I'm almost there. Like, there's a little bit more of this road to go. How do I get there? How do I finish this healing? And what does it look like? And what I'm imagining you doing, like in my mind right now, is being creative and then healing through your creativity. There's something just about bringing back some of the creativity that maybe you did as a child or in high school that you don't do now. I don't know if it's an art class or what is coming through, but I feel like it's something that you haven't done in a while. And I feel like it's going to bring memories back to you at the same time. So I don't know. I mean, I am seeing paper and charcoal, so and it's reminding me of like a class, like where there's a lot of people in class. So I don't know if you had a class or there was some type of art or something that you did when you were younger, and I feel like that's what you're being asked to dive back into, and through that creativity will flow a lot of healing from the present, okay? So it's stuff that's going on now that is connected to your past that will come back through the creative processes that you did as a child, okay? I hope that helps you. Let me grab my deck. I threw it on the floor here. So it's so nice to see you guys. My name is Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium. Let me just check over here to see what is going on. If anybody is interested, if you do not get a reading while I'm live and you would like one, I do have a code, Oracle, and that will get you a $16 reading. I'll have it back to you probably by today. 24 hours or so, but it'll go back to your email. And that'll run until 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, Camille. Okay. Did you recently cut your hair, or are you thinking about cutting your hair, Camille? Because I felt like I saw you pull up a strand of your hair and take scissors and cut it. I don't know if you're thinking about it. I don't know why I saw that. I don't know if that brings you anxiety. No? Let's see. Changes, physical changes. Okay, so what I see is like work on your energy on the inside. So I feel like there's a lot of internal work that's been done, but your outside is not matching. It's almost like I see the old you on the outside and I see a newer you on the inside. And I got ovaries for you. It looks like the hair that I see looks long, and it looks like someone is picking it up and cutting it. And to me, that's like a huge kind of like external metamorphosis cycles. All right. So I do feel like if there is this, okay, is there this energy of you having this identity for such a long time, this external identity looking the same for such a long time, okay, because there might be a cycle ending for you in the way that you look, okay, the way that you look might have had to do with friends from high school, it might have had to do with your parents, how they wanted you to dress, or society in general, but I do feel like you should really consider changing the external you to fit more of the internal you, okay? And it's not necessarily, I'm not necessarily saying you have to cut your hair, but that's just how the vision came through, is some type of like external metamorphosis for you, okay? So just think about that. If you feel like things aren't complete, or you feel like you still need a change, but you can't figure out what it is, it's probably the external you that just needs to match how you feel on the inside. And again, I feel like it's kind of scary because people may say things to you like, oh, that's not you. But it is you. They only knew the programmed you. Okay? It's time for you, the true you, to come out. All right, Andy. Here we go, Andy. Thanks so much for being here, guys. I really do appreciate it. Go ahead and double tap on that screen. Give this live some likes. I have 2 cards down here for you. I know I just called your name out. Ooh, baby. Okay. So we got uterus and plasma. This is nourish and medium. Okay, so this is definitely telling me, I'm not getting right away that you've been doing mediumship for a long time. But what I'm getting is that you do receive messages, and this is so specific. Okay. I'm just going to show you this right now. Show you the cards. Okay. So we have plasma and uterus. This is embracing the in-between. Your abilities are at a heightened state, so trust it, and what you experience makes you who you are. Okay. So this is what I have to tell you. I feel like we have a lot of, or maybe you have like this question of how mediumship or messages are supposed to come through. And this may be just a lesson for you, or you could be actually going through this right now. But I do feel there's this kind of in between of being like, well, how do the messages come through? What do they look like? How am I going to know what they look like? And how come maybe my messages are a little bit different? And what this is telling me that your past is going to help you read messages from psychically, intuitively, from people who have passed away. And I'll give you an example. Okay, so you're saying yes. Okay, yay. Okay, so now listen, this is so hard for me to explain this, so hold on while I catch my words here. Because I visually it's almost like Pictionary or videos in my head with no words, so I have to like interpret this. I am doing paid readings through the link in my bio, okay? Use the code Oracle. It'll get you a $16 reading instead of a $22 reading, okay? Now, this is what I see. Okay, so let's say you're trying to channel someone or a message is coming through, and you start to have memories about yourself, or you have pictures about places you know, or people that you know. I feel like your past is going to help you translate or identify or depict what the messages that are coming through are. For example, maybe do a reading for a gentleman and you see him walking around in your grandmother's house. And the message, obviously, like, he didn't live in your grandmother's house, but maybe the message is that he lived with his grandmother. Okay, so your personal experiences might show up in readings or things like that. And then they're supposed to be interpreted in a very more ambiguous way, if that makes sense. Okay? So I hope that makes sense to you. It's so hard for me to do this, but I feel like your personal experiences are what's going to help you decipher readings. Meaning, like, if I put your head in my body, you're not going to understand what my messages are. Because I lived my life and my coding, any things I've seen in the past, those are going to come through. Okay? Does that make sense to you? I hope that makes sense to you. All right. All right, guys. Here we go. So if you want to jump the line and you have a specific question you would like to ask, head to the link in my bio, use code Oracle, and you'll get your reading for $16. I will do it before, I'll have it jump the line and we'll do a reading. I'll record it for you and send it to your email within the day, okay? All right, Vanessa, here we go. Vanessa, keep going, guys. I'm trying. I know there's some of you in here. Thanks for being here. And if you guys need a break, you want to head to the link in my bio and check out my Kickstarter campaign that starts for this Body Health Oracle deck. It's made with 100% eco-herbage paper, and it also comes in a really hard 100% recyclable tin container. There's all kinds of goodies, too, with it. So I would just love your follow and support for 30 days, Thanksgiving to Christmas Eve. That's all I need. Okay, here we go. This is for Vanessa. Okay. I am kind of getting some health information for you, but I don't know, I don't know if it has to, I don't know why, like, I heard bladder, but I don't know if I want to head in that direction. If, you can always private message me. I don't like doing medical over this. So if there was a connection to you in that, and you can definitely, like, send me a message, and, like, we can do it on the side or something like that. But I don't usually, if I hear something medical, I don't do it over here, okay? Unless someone's like, yes, do it. Okay. You don't have, okay, no bladder, okay. Drained, you're drained. Okay, so warmth, warmth. Okay, this is, you can do medical, I don't have any options right now for medical scans, as it usually takes a little bit longer. So I got nasal cavity, which is warmth. So I'm just going to combine the visions that I got that I felt were, maybe the draining had to do with your bladder. I don't know. Sometimes stuff comes through weird like that for me. But this is almost like, what I'm sensing is the energy that has been being taken from you. There's energy being taken from you from other things, other people, and I feel you don't necessarily want to do these things. Like, I feel like you do it for the sake of other people, or there's still this conditional type of energy that's running through you, and it's draining you. Now, I also feel like some people, like, it's because you really don't like this. I really feel like more energy needs to be placed on you, because what's happening is I feel like your external self, your energy is reflecting that. Like, it's kind of like, it's show more warmth. It's telling me that it's really affecting your mood. Okay? So if you've been definitely feeling drained, like I said, I heard drained, it's because there are still some things that are going on in your life, or people, or events, or jobs that you are putting your energy into, but I don't think it's what you really, really want. And I would really consider figuring out why you're doing these things. Why are you still helping people if it's frustrating, or, if there's a job or something that's demanding, or school, or whatever the case may be. It just kind of feels like I'm being pulled in a bunch of different directions, and I don't necessarily want to be doing these things. So it's going to affect your mood that way. And once you decide, like, okay, I'm number one, I'm important, I'm going to say no. It's okay to say no, guys. It's okay to say no, Vanessa. All right? Here we go, Renee. Ooh, Renee's card flew out to the bottom over here. Oh, my necklace fell off too. My necklace fell off. Okay. And then if you guys notice this huge bump that I have over here, it is my belly bump. I'm 29 weeks pregnant. Something that was not planned before we took our trip, right? And I didn't want to go out and buy all new clothes, so I still wear the same crop tops and stuff that I did before. And I stay inside now. Okay, so I got liver for you. Okay, liver. This has to do with filtering. Okay, so you control who and what comes into your life by having the courage to speak up for yourself. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks so much. This goes back to childhood. This is strategetic speaking. This is strategetic talking. This is about using your words to get what you want. As a child, I feel like we, as this parent age, we always tell our kids, use your words, use your words, use your words. What if they don't know what words to use? What if they don't have a word bank? What if you were never given the word bank? What if you were never given the skills to express those feelings at a young age, and then, you just have to figure it out as you go. It's kind of like nobody tells you marriage, right? Nobody tells you like what a healthy relationship looks like. We are just assume that if two people get married, they have a healthy relationship kind of thing. So it's like I wasn't taught how to do it. I was just shown the end result. And I feel like you need to go back and really start to filter out the things that maybe served you in the past, and now they're just it's confusing. Maybe you need to relearn some things. Maybe you need to find out new ways. Maybe you need to analyze what you learned came from a really bad role model, and that there are new ways of viewing it. It's almost like as adults, we know what's right, but there's still programming inside of us that keeps us or holds us back or makes us behave in a certain way. So we need to go back and kind of look. Oh, Edith. Awesome. Edith, I do have your reading, so I'm going to do a reading for Edith. So thank you so much. Filtering, kind of going back and filtering through, well, I would say more about, it's more about maybe you had a filter as a child and you didn't speak up as a child. And now there are some things that you need to say in order to like get what you want or get to the places that you want to go. Okay? Okay, Edith. Thank you so much for booking, Edith. So Edith booked on my website, and Edith used the code Oracle, so that your reading is 30, I'm sorry, I think it's like 25% off or somewhere around there. It gets your reading down to $16, and then I'm going to record it right here. So I'm actually going to be looking this way while I do your reading for you, maybe back and forth. Okay. Okay. So this is kind of like so Edith, I'll read the question. I hope you don't mind. Hello, Mystic Beauty. Hello. How are you? Okay, so I'm doing the reading for Edith right now. There's a question about IVF that's failed 3 times, and I'm so sorry. Like, that is so emotionally draining. Okay, I have so much to say. I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna start this. So, you want to know if it's the embryo or if there is something that they're missing and that you should switch clinics. Okay, so hi Monica. Yeah, I know, Mystic Beauty. Hi babe. Okay, so I'm just gonna sit for a second and just focus in on Edith's body to see if it is the embryos or if there is something else. Okay, so just give me 1 second and I'm gonna jump on and do the recording for Edith. Okay. Issues. Edith, are you here right now? Okay, you're here. I need to ask you just a quick question. Do you know if your tubes are clogged? Because I keep getting the word clogged when I focus in on your ovaries and your fallopian tube. I hear clogged. So I don't know if... I'm not really medically even know how that what that means. But I am feeling that it is medical right now. Okay, so let's, what I'm going to do is do this recording here. Okay. Hi, Edith. Thank you so much for booking this reading. So, immediately when this, I focus on your ovaries and, I hear the word clogged and I'm shown tube. So I don't know if they know this. I don't know if this is something that they're working with now. If they haven't said anything about it, then maybe they're missing something. I don't know if necessarily, let me see. Do you need to switch clinics? So I heard switch approach. I didn't hear switch clinics or a yes. I heard to switch your approach. Okay, actually, this is how I feel. I feel like they're missing a step. I feel like there's something else that they can be doing that could help the situation. I do feel it is I do feel like it is more a female issue than it is a male issue. I'm just going to pull some cards too, just to look at the energy of the whole situation while I'm doing this. I know, Edith, are you here? You had a ruptured 6 months pregnant. However, they took my tube, but that's why I do IVF. Okay, so they're bypassing it. Okay. Okay, Edith, I don't know, do you have one child so far? Because I am seeing one child, like, in your energy, like, in your aura. I did pull 2 of Cups in reverse. There is some type of imbalance or something going on. They biomass the fallopian tubes. Okay, they bypass the fallopian tubes. Okay. Awesome. I don't feel like I can't say that I'm getting anything that is telling me, like I just keep hearing try again. And there is, that's what it was saying when there was something that was missing. Okay. Because I felt like they were jumping from one place to another and that there was something that was missing from this process. Now, I don't feel like you should switch places. I do feel that it is still possible for you to have a pregnancy, and I just keep hearing try again. So I don't know if there is a different way or a different perspective, like a different way of doing this, using different eggs or whatnot. But I do not feel like there's anything shady or anything going on right now. It just might be imbalance. It could be a chemical imbalance, like within you, specifically, and or like, so when I see embryo, I feel stress right away. So when I feel an implant of embryo, I feel stress, and I hear the word cortisol. So I feel like I don't know if you're taking anything to combat that, or if cortisol is stress. So I don't know if that combination, right when you have the embryo and the thought or the fear from the past, is really letting a lot of hormones out at once. So I know it's easier to say, you have 2 left. I know it's easier to say, like, don't stress when they put it in, when they implant the embryo, but I do feel like the stress is causing a chemical imbalance during that moment or that time. And I'm saying that because I still feel like this is possible. I still feel like having a child is possible for you. I see one energy near you, and I don't see it as a child yet. Okay, it's a glowing light, and it sits on your left side. So that, for me, it could be saying there's still one child that's waiting. Okay? All right, thank you so much for booking. I know I was looking over here a lot, but I'll have this sent to your email. Thank you. Okay, Edith, so I'll make sure that that gets sent to your email within 48 hours. Probably do it today, depending on how many other readings I have. All right. Okay, great. All right. So, Edith, thank you so much for booking on my site. I hope this helps. I didn't get to read a lot. If you're still here, we can still kind of talk about it. But yeah, energetically, I feel like they are doing what they need to do. I know I said that they're skipping a step or something, but I think that was a confirmation of you saying that they were bypassing something. I do keep hearing in my head, try again. And I do feel like it is a female-oriented issue. I don't feel like there's anything else we can do from the male end, but, you know, try to just let it go. After the next implant of whatever, try to maybe plan, like, no working, or plan something fun, okay? Plan something that is going to, like, release endorphins. Okay, I don't know if they say anything about not working out, but working out and having exercise is going to release calmer hormones. That's the easiest way to explain it, and that'll combat, like, the imbalance of stress. Okay, Carrie, I see your name like a million times. Let's go, Carrie. Okay, Carrie, Keri. You are so right. I'm a nurse and I work 24/7. Okay. Yeah, there is definitely, that is stressful. Okay. Yeah, okay, constantly. So I would try that. I would definitely try that. Okay. Here we go, Carrie. This is for Carrie. My God, my heart is like pounding. I see this brown dog. I don't know why. Like outside playing with a stick. That is walking. Yeah, walking's good. Hello from Florida. Hello. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Your dog is brown and literally next to you. Okay. That's probably why. Like, I see this, yes, I see, like, a stick in a small backyard and throwing a stick and a brown dog. Hoop. Okay, so the card that flew out is joint, okay? Ah, that's so crazy. Listen, joint. And, interaction. So I don't know if this has to do with interaction with your dog or what, but it says you're being asked to make big changes and big moves in your life, and it could be a joint effort. So maybe being asked to change things up a little bit, maybe in your routine. You might have a friend come along with you. I'm actually seeing walking, like exercising more. And I don't know where you live, but I'm just seeing like walks on the sidewalk. I just feel like there's a step up of pace of your life when it has to do with you and your health. Okay, so you may need to have a friend or you're thinking about it, you're in a separation. Okay, you may need a friend to be there for you or with you, or maybe it's your dog. Maybe that's why I saw a dog right in the beginning. That could be the connection to this reading of like a joint effort. Maybe I need to spend more time with my dog. Maybe we can be best friends. Maybe we can go on for walks. Use that as motivation of some type. I've done that before where I'm like, I need to wake up and run. Well, my dogs need exercise too, so let's do both at the same time. Okay? All right. All right. Thanks so much for being here, guys. My name is Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium. I'm also an intuitive life coach. I create oracle and tarot decks. Today I'm using the Body Health Oracle. I have a Kickstarter event for 30 days. It starts on Thanksgiving in a couple days, guys, and it goes right to Christmas Eve. I would love, love, love your support. So after this live, if you want to go to the link in my bio and just follow the Kickstarter, maybe share it on your social media page or Facebook or whatever, it would mean the world to me. So here we go. I'm going to do, I just saw someone with 2 names, but then 2 cards flew out. Here we go. Let's put these back here. Ruth Ann. That was it. Ruth Ann. Okay. You love that I make decks. Yeah, well, I got to the point where I was using a lot of other people's decks, and I said, I feel like I want something that's more personal, that I feel, like if I had a past life deck, I created a past life deck. Because I did so many past life readings, and I felt, Ruth Ann, I will get right back to you, babe. So I created this past life deck because the messages on here correlated with a lot of the visuals that I got from past life readings. And I know everybody does past life readings different. Some people go into like this all the way galactic type of energy and different planets and stuff. I've never had that happen personally. My past life readings tend to be in a 3D world and so forth. So what I did was I created this past life deck just for myself based on images and scenarios and things that I've done. So how do I make a deck? Actually, I had a video that I posted on TikTok last night, but it wouldn't go through. It was 7 minutes long. It wouldn't go through. It had 0 views for 24 hours. So I deleted it and put it on YouTube. I will try to get the video back up here. I use Canva, and I use a website called makeplayingcards.com based out of China. That's a printing company. Okay, so that's how I make my deck. That's how I make my decks. And some of my decks, I hire artists, like my sister-in-law. She did my Llama Tarot deck. So I have a learning deck for children. And it's a Tarot Llama deck. Here's the Judgment is on the outside. And she actually drew all the major arcana cards. Like, she created all the major arcana characters for me. And then I put those into Canva, and I kind of like did the rest of the deck. So, for example, I used Canva and the images that I had her create, and then I did the cards myself. So, yeah, so hopefully this Kickstarter will happen, after retrograde, after the beginning of the year. But for now, we are talking about the Body Health Oracle deck. Okay, and Ruth Ann, here we go, back to Ruth Ann. If anybody wants to skip the line, you know what to do. Go to the link in my bio, use the code ORACLE, you get a $16 reading. All right, here we go. This is for Ruth Ann. Oh, you guys love my deck? Yay! I would absolutely love the support. Love, love, love the support. I would truly appreciate it. I never thought I would get to this point. I've done most of this all myself, trying to figure it out. Even Kickstarter, like, I'm the type of person that's like, oh my god, how do I do this? Can I do this? Well, I did it. It starts in a couple days. All right, it's nice to meet you guys too. Okay, Ruth Ann, here we go. Message for Ruth Ann. Okay. Ruth Ann, like, I saw this grumpy old man around you. Is there, why do I feel like grumpy old man energy? Please tell me, is this somebody that's in your life? Why am I seeing this? Do you feel like a grumpy old man? I don't know, it just feels like your husband. Oh my god. It feels like you're not listening to the things. He's toxic. Okay. It feels like he's not listening. You're not listening. He's bitching, and you're done. Like you can't listen to it anymore. You can't absorb it anymore. I've been on your mind, Jess. Hey, how are you? Toxic. Okay, this is what it's screaming. So it's like I see him walk in the door and you're like this already. Like you expect it. It's like you clench up. You know it's coming. You're trying to get out. It's destroying you. Okay, let me see. A card flew on the ground here. So veins facilitate. Okay? So you say you're trying to get out of this and you want a better lifestyle, right? Now listen to this card, okay? Veins. Fill your life with things you love, leaves no room for anything else. Okay? So by focusing on the things that are bad or negative in our life, they somehow, we get surrounded by them. And this card is telling me to tell you to start thinking of more positive things. Okay? Whether, this is what's coming to me, okay? So I see you going to bed at night, and I'm not saying you do this, but maybe this is something you need to do. This is why I'm seeing it. You go to bed at night, and I want you to envision what it's going to be like in the morning to wake up in an environment that is stress-free. Maybe you're in your own apartment, you're in your own house, you're by yourself, you're divorced, if that's something that you want. Just imagine what that looks like, what that feels like to wake up in your own bed, no one's near you, you look over, nobody's near you, close your eyes right before you go to bed and do this, okay? Pretend nobody's near you, you're going to wake up, you're going to walk out into your living room, you're going to grab that cup of coffee, it's maybe you, maybe you have a friend that you live with, maybe you have a dog, okay? And I want you to just envision and start thinking about the things that are good, that you do want. And I feel like by doing that over and over every night, you're going to make small steps that are going to lead you to that place that you want, okay? And you've realized what you've been waiting for your whole life. Your son. All right. So, I hope that helps you, love. I know that the situation, maybe you're just you need some guidance on how to get out of this situation. It's not just going to happen. You're going to have to make it happen, okay? Take those steps. Start by energetically withdrawing, and then things in the physical world will be a little bit easier for you, okay? All right. So if anybody would like to jump the line, you have a specific question that you would like me to ask, go ahead, hit the link in my bio, okay? So go to my name up here, click the link in my bio, it's snipfeed.co, Katie Maike. You'll see a $22 reading, but if you use the code ORACLE, you can get it for $16. And it is recorded for you and sent to your email. Otherwise, just say your name, and we'll get to the next person. Okay, Kelly. Today we're using Body Health Oracle deck. Okay, it's a 66 card deck, and it's based off of organs and systems within the human body. So you can use this for you want to do health scans. Actually, in the Kickstarter, I have a booklet guide to teach you how to do health scans, and then I have a 20 card. It's a large cards, like the big cards, almost like an index card. And there's 20 of them, and they teach you how to color code all the systems within the body, the chakras, and auras, and it teaches you what they mean. Okay, so if that's something that you're interested in, that's available in the Kickstarter as well. Okay. You loved your health scan. Awesome. Thank you so much for saying that. Okay, on to the reading. Here we go. Did I say Kelly? I always do this. For you guys that know me, I always forget the name. I say Kelly. Okay, thank you. Okay, I heard pick up where you left off, Kelly. So, and it's 11:11 my time. Pregnancy brain, yeah. We'll see. You guys want like a little sneak peek? Look at this thing. Okay, look at this. I gotta carry an extra child around, an extra brain around, all right? I don't know how it's messing with my intuition. I have no idea. Okay. Okay, Now, there's this transformation. I feel a transformation, but I also feel a stop and a go energy, okay? Like, I don't know if this is telling me that you had a period where, like, you were doing really well with something and you stopped, and now you're, like, trying to get back into it. I feel like that's okay. Or, like, I'm getting the word closure, that there is closure that's needed before we move on to this next section or this next segment of our lives or something like that. I'm still going to pull a card for you, but that's what's coming through. Thanks, guys. Maybe my baby's abilities are coming through. Who knows? When I was pregnant with my last child, I did allow a lot of the physical stuff to clog my mind and my brain. And this time, it's so much different. It's so much different. I'm also doing a home birth. Okay, so much different. Okay, let's read for you. Ooh, universal body and systems. Okay. Work with the energy that is given to you. Everything is connected here for a reason. So maybe, okay, this is what it is. So maybe you felt like you had a stop or a pause. Maybe you were eating really healthy, or you were working out, or there was some, like, you were doing something that was good for you. Maybe the beginning of summer and being brought to, like, June, July, or whatever. That time, May, June, July, I don't know if it's like the beginning of summer. But then I feel like a coasting, a fun kind of coasting, and it feels like there wasn't a progression. And I have to say, like, you have to go back in there. It's almost like you have to remember and collect all those pieces and parts again, and remember how you felt about yourself in those moments, and bring them back into the present, and almost like collect yourself and say, okay, this is who I am. These parts and pieces of me, and I never stopped. You never stopped. You just changed different things and aspects of you. And if you look at this universal body, it's like, it's thinking about, like, the power of everything that you are. Combining everything that you are is so much stronger than you just only working on pieces at a time. I know you're like, well, if you can't work on the pieces, how do you create the whole? Right now, I feel like you're being asked to look at the whole. Look at the whole picture. Whether this is an external, like, how do other people see you now as a person? Are you different than what people saw you in the past? I feel like the answer is yes. And maybe there's some realization that has to go into this. Okay? All of it. And Reiki business card reading, my exercise too, spiritual aspects too. Awesome. I think you're in the right, you're doing all of the right things. Now, all of these things are going to be coming together for you. Coming together. Start to incorporate all of the things that you may have done separately over the past, I don't know how many months it's been. 6 months? Something like that? Maybe more? A little more? Okay? Start to combine all of those things, because the uniqueness is you. It's all the parts and the pieces. It's all the combinations of you. Imagine if everybody was a 1,000-digit number, and anybody can be any combination of any numbers. Everybody is unique in that way, because there's really not high chances that two people are going to have the same combination of numbers, if that makes sense. I know that was kind of a weird analogy, but okay. All right. Wonderful. Let me just look here. Are there any open readings? All right. Here we go. Tiffany. Okay. I heard be boisterous and be proud. That's what I heard when I said your name. I don't know if there's something that you need to be talking about. I don't know if, is there a block in there? No, there's no block right now. I don't feel like you're blocked anymore. I feel like you have the ability to speak, and there may be some fear there. But let me pull a card. I feel like there's something you need to speak about, and it has to do with you and who you are. Like, there's a proudness that maybe you weren't, or other people, maybe you hit it, of a fear or something. Be boisterous, be proud. Ears. People are listening to you, right? But sometimes, oh my gosh, wait a minute. Look at this. Wait. Look at this. The ears mean sometimes what you don't say is important. Sometimes what other people don't say is important. Okay? So I feel, thank you so much for guys in the comments. I appreciate it. So be boisterous, be proud. Don't expect a response. Don't expect responses. What people don't say says a lot about them. it says a lot about the situation. Maybe they don't want this back and forth. Maybe they realize they're wrong. So there doesn't always need to be a back and forth, but you can speak your piece and know that if somebody doesn't say anything in return, you don't have to sit and wonder what they're thinking. Silence speaks volumes. Okay? All right, yeah, so if you'd like to jump the line, I do have $16 readings available through the link in my bio. You have to use the code word Oracle to get $16 because right now it says $22. But use the word Oracle until 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's still about 3 hours away. So even if I have to stop and go to the bathroom because I got this baby going on, then you can still book the readings and I'll do the readings. I just won't do them live, but I'll do them and I'll send them back within 24 to 48 hours. Okay? Okay, Alicia. Ooh, I got an Alicia. Alicia. I'm just going to say Alicia. Alicia. Okay. Okay, I got joints for you, but right before I said that, I thought about a relationship, like an actual relationship. Okay, Alicia, so I don't know if you are in a relationship or this is asking you to make big moves in life, and it's asking you to do it with another person. Okay, I don't know if this is career-based or relationship, but I saw another person, and it felt good. Like, it didn't feel like it was a negative experience. Are you working on a business or something on the side or a project? Because it feels really good, a connection between you and another person working on something together. What is this? I heard the word love. So it definitely seems like there's a huge change that needs to happen, and you might be taking another person along with you. There's a change that two people need to experience. There seems to be a change that two people need to experience, whether they're experiencing it together or that you're trying something new for the first time, whether it's relying on this person or giving this person the benefit of the doubt, or just maybe you're afraid to do joint or working with another person in fear of them not doing their work or their part. There just needs to be big, like you need to take a risk. I feel like there's a risk with another individual in your life right now that needs something, okay? All right. So thanks so much for being here, you guys. It's been about an hour. We're still going to go. We're still going here. Until, for those of you who have been in my readings before, excuse me, you know that I already have 5 children, and my husband is stayed home, and I think his north node, he has a north node of Cancer in his house of family. So he was meant to be a stay-at-home dad, but I was also meant to work at home, which is what we're doing right now. We're like living our lives, living out our north nodes. All right. So, do you guys know what your north node is? Do you guys know what your north node in your chart? I'm trying to go to your reading. What's your PayPal, please, and thank you. Okay. So you can use PayPal in SnipFeed. Excuse me. So what you need to do is go to the link. Go to my bio right here and click on the SnipFeed link, and it'll send you right to my page, and you'll see TikTok readings. And you can pay with PayPal on the website. You can use a debit card or whatever, or PayPal. Okay? Okay. I forgot what I was saying. I get crazy brain here. Okay. I didn't say a name yet, but I will. Okay. Okay, I'm going to say Felicia because, did I do Felicia? There were 2 names that were almost the same. I didn't do Felicia yet, right? Okay. Felicia. I love when the cards fly out for you. You don't even have to stop and pick them up. Okay. Arteries. Got arteries. Oh, I did say Sedona, didn't I? I'll do that next, okay? Okay. So we're doing Felicia, and then I'll do Sedona. Okay, reach, arteries. Your dreams are within reach. Now it is the time to dig deep. You're at the end. You're at the end, okay? So what this is telling me is the person that you've envisioned, the healing you've been trying to do is really close to feeling accomplished. It's not over. It's never over. Because it's so funny. Like, I'm watching you sign this contract and I hear the word contrast. So metaphorically, what I'm thinking is, like, you signed up for contrast in this life. You signed up for the ups and the downs. But right now, you are gaining the skills, and you have the skills moving forward to make your life what you need it to be. You know what you're supposed to do. Okay? You know what you're supposed to do. You know that you're supposed to use the past lessons to overcome any obstacles that you face in the future. You're not supposed to think about the past and fear that it will happen again. Why fear it? If you've already overcome it once, you know the skills to overcome it again. Okay? That's what I feel like I have to say for that reading. No, I saw a name Sedona, and I said that out loud, so I'm going to make sure that I do that right now. Oh, I'm seeing you in a car driving. I don't know if you drive a lot or if you're planning on traveling. I'm not sure if this has to do with the reading or not, but once I said the name, I literally was in the driver's seat driving a car. Okay. What's that have to do with here? Could be movement, could be moving. Okay, it's not time to back down. Your boundaries are being tested. All right, I got spleen, fight. You are traveling. Of course you are. Okay, so I just see, it's moments like these, you guys give me so much more confidence. I know what I'm seeing. Okay. It's not time to back down. Boundaries. Okay. You could be, okay. Oh my God. I hear like ghost of Christmas past. This makes me think that someone from your past might be coming back to a phone call or something about a text or a phone call. And I feel like when I say that, like when I go to the phone call or text, my stomach drops a little bit. So there might be someone from your past that needs something, or they might be coming back to say, hey, or I don't know why they're coming back, but I do feel like it's supposed to test you. It's a test. It's not to go back to this person. It's not to go back to the person you used to be. It's a test to see how far you've come. Okay, so just know that. Okay, fight. It's not time to back down. Your boundaries are being tested. Like, the universe is saying you've come this far. Let's see if you really learned your lesson. Okay, it's not going to be difficult. It's not. It might be fearful, but it's not difficult. You have the answers. You know what to do. Okay? All right. Lena. Oh, okay, the crew's back. Oh, no, the crew's not back. Crew's not back. I guess up north here they deliver oil. You guys know I'm from Florida, right? So I'm seeing oil trucks. All right, Lena. Sorry about the dog. They're barking at the oil. Okay. Okay, Lena, this is so weird. You guys, I want you to... Lena, last week we had 2 experiences with men. Okay, awesome. Oh, you did? You had 2 experiences last week? Oh my gosh, tested boundaries? Okay. Ha! All right, that was just a test. Don't go back, okay? It was just a test. Okay, Lena, actually, for you, I saw you put your arm around a friend, like a girlfriend, like a pal, like a friend, but then something was not right with it. So I don't know if this is telling me that this relationship dissolved, or that this relationship needs to dissolve, or that maybe it served a purpose in the past, and it was a really good friend, and now it doesn't, let me pull a card. Okay? Sometimes I get small images like that, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Because it's almost like something stinks here. Protect, okay? White blood cells, let your walls down, all right? Let your walls down and embrace the person you have become and live freely. So I don't know if this is maybe a relationship where you have changed and now this person hasn't, or maybe they think that you are a new person, okay? And I don't know if this makes you feel bad about yourself, you weren't the same person is what's coming through. And I don't know if this is, I think you need to let it go. If somebody has an opinion about you, you need to let it go and continue to live for you the way you want. Even if people say you're changing, take it as a compliment. If someone says you're not who I thought you were, take it as a compliment. Okay? Everybody out there, because we are always changing. Always. All right? White blood cells. Okay? You don't have to have your walls up when you're yourself. Okay? You're going through it. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Whew. Okay. Let's see if I have any readings. Oh, I do. So Ruth Ann, you're next. And then I have Lacey. Okay? Here we go, guys. So I'm going to be doing the paid readings for Ruth Ann and Lacey. And then I will come right back to you unless you guys want to jump on the train. In that case, go to the link in my bio, use the code Oracle, and you'll get a $16 reading. Okay? So let's, Ruth Ann. Okay. So Ruth Ann wants any information on health or what guidance, okay, guidance about from guides, what I feel is most important, okay? All right. Here we go. Hi, Ruth Ann. Thank you so much for booking this reading with me. So what I'm going to do is energetically kind of just do a quick scan of your body and see if there's anything. I'm actually brought to your stomach. I don't know if you have a pain in your stomach or there's something in your stomach, and I feel like I'm holding my right side, but I don't know if it's my pressure. I'm holding it, but my pressure is kind of towards the back. So I don't know if this is like I'm hearing kidney, but I also feel like it has to do with water. So it may not be as big an issue. Like it's coming through as kind of yellow. And I'm going to say, like, if you feel that pain or that issue, to drink a lot of water. And I know this is dumb to say, like, people will be like, what is she saying? But, drink more water is what's coming through. Drink a lot more water, a lot more water. I don't know if the pain has to do with it or if it's going to help it. But a lot of water is coming through. And when I grab my side, like, I don't know why I see you looking down at your side and holding it. Energetically. Is there anything that come through for Ruth Ann? Independence. So I hear the word independence. And you're definitely being asked to be more independent, interdependent, and stop fulfilling codependency needs. Okay? So what this means is, like, I feel like there are some things, like, but I feel like it's material that you're depending on another person for, and there's a fear of lack of it in your life. Okay? And I feel like you need to let that go, because that is not, it's an illusion. It's an illusion that you need that. And I know what you're thinking, like, I don't know if it's money or something. I don't know if somebody else, like, works and, pays half the bills and that's what it is. It just feels like really earthly or worldly. Like, it feels like it only matters on earth. And I feel like you can get rid of that one thing can change your life. I feel like being true to you will not make you lose resources, if that makes sense. Being more true to yourself will not cause you to lose resources. If anything, losing something like that will make room for something new to come in your life. But right now I feel like it's completely 100% occupied, so there is really no other idea of how this is going to work out, okay? But I do feel like to let that go, letting that go is going to open up so many more possibilities for you, thinking that you can do more in life, that you have the ability to change or do more on your own, okay? Thank you so much for booking with me. I hope this helps you. Okay. Financial stability, trying to break it. Oh, okay, there you are. Yes, this is it. Okay. So financial stability, let that go. Identify what that means, okay? Because let me tell you something. Living in a house, you're looking to support yourself more. Okay, perfect. Living in a house, in a regular size house with a dishwasher and all the dishes and all the appliances and all that stuff, like, costs a lot. Having a big house with stuff costs a lot of money. But downsizing, having less bills, less, like, do you need Hulu, Vudu, Netflix? What are all those things? Okay? But you can minimalize so that you need less money to survive. Okay? That's the best way I can put it. How much are my readings? They are $16 if you use the code Oracle. And then you'll get it says $22 on there, but if you use Oracle, you'll get it for $16. Okay? Okay, so I have another reading here in the queue. Let me go back to it. Okay, so I have Lacey. Okay, Lacey, I don't know if you're here, Lacey, but I'm going to be doing your reading for you right now. I don't have anybody after Lacey as of yet, so right after this reading, then all you have to do is say your name, and then I will do a guided message or energy reading for you. In the time being, I'm already going to let you guys know I'm getting a little nauseous, so I might have to go have a snack or have some water. If you're just joining me, it's because I'm 29 weeks pregnant right now. And I've been on for about an hour and a half, and yeah, I should have brought some snacks with me, but I haven't been live for a while, so I kind of forgot about that. But I'm going to be going live as many days as I can this week, and over the next 30 days, because I have that Kickstarter going on, and I would love your support, okay? So here we go. This is Lacey. Lacey has a question, and I'm going to do, okay, your health. Is my health okay? Okay, awesome. Let's see. So just because these are quick, Lacey, I'm going to do everything. I'm going to do like a quick scan and see where I stop or see where I'm stopped. Okay? And we'll just go from there. Okay, let me get into your energy before I do this. Okay. All right. Hi, Lacey. Thank you so much for booking this reading with me. So you just have a question kind of like, is my health okay? Now, I'm going to start with your head and scan down. I don't know if you get mild, like, headaches or migraines, but when I was at the top of your head, I saw yellow right away. And yellow, to me, when I'm in the body, means, like, there's something kind of going on, but it's manageable, but it's still kind of there. So there's, I don't know if this is headaches or migraines or what that is, but I started at the top. So right there is kind of a yellow, which is like a nuisance kind of color for me. So I heard cramps in ovaries. I'm not sure why. But I was brought to that area of your body. I'm not getting any colors or anything. This might be something that is of your concern, or hormones regulating period kind of thing. But I do feel that it's very possible that I don't know if you have heavy periods or painful periods. There's something that's being brought my attention to your ovaries. But it's not red, okay? So it's not telling me that there is, something really, really bad going on there. It just feels, again, it's something that's manageable. But I'm also getting nerves. So do you have, like, pains in, I don't know if this is your back, but I'm getting, like, sacrum and I'm getting nerves. Like, I'm seeing blue in this area, and for me, like, when I color code, that's your nerves. So you might be having nerve pain if there's something going on, and there's pain in this area. I just feel like it might be connected to nerves, or a certain way that you walk might pinch a nerve, but I'm hearing nerves. Okay. Now heading back down to your feet, I hear the word circulation. I don't know if this has to do with cold weather, because I also kind of feel cold, really cold when I'm down by your toes. But again, this doesn't seem like it's an urgent thing. This is just a body scan, okay? And that basically is like just showing me areas of your body, okay? I did not get anything red flashing. The only thing that I got some some information about was the ovaries again and the nerves and the causing pain. When I say nerves, like my entire body gets butterflies over me. So if you have an area that you're just kind of curious about, or you're like, what is this pain? Like, what is going on? I feel like it's just connected to nerves, or the origin is your nerves. Okay? Thank you so much for booking with me. Okay. Hi guys, I am back. Hello. All right. So what we're doing readings for a few more here, as long as I don't need a snack. Okay. We were using the Body Health Oracle deck. This is a deck, it's 66 cards based on organs within the human body, organs and systems within the human body. And it has divine oracle messages within and words that also help you to kind of create a bigger reading out of this. So for example, I want to tell you guys really quickly why I did this. So this word here that sits on the bottom of the card, this has everything to do with the function of the organ, okay? And when you want to do multiple card readings, sometimes like reading these oracle messages and putting them all together is really difficult to do. So why I designed this so that you can spread out 3 cards and you'll get 3 words: breathe, storage, and regulate. And that might be telling you that, who knows, maybe you're holding your breath too long. There could be metaphorical messages. It's up to you as the reader to determine what the messages are, the hints are bringing you, okay? So I have a Kickstarter for this deck going on Thanksgiving Day to Christmas Eve. I would absolutely love and appreciate your support. All you have to do is click the link in my bio and hit follow on my Kickstarter. That's it. Follow, maybe share once in a while. If you'd like the deck, you can pre-order the deck on there as well. Okay? All right, guys. So we're going to say our name, April. April, I saw your name a bunch of times and I couldn't avoid it. I just kept saying it over and over and over. So we're going to do a reading for April. Okay, you can control who and what comes into your life by having the courage to speak up for yourself. Okay, before this is filtered. So this is telling me that maybe you still have that filter, but I also feel like there's this, and like, don't get me wrong, I don't know if you're in a relationship, but I feel like there's a lack of that. I feel like there's a connection that you really, really want in your life. It doesn't feel like you have it. And sometimes I feel like when I'm like in the energy, I feel like sometimes I wonder, will it be this way forever? Does that feel like how you're feeling right now? Because, I mean, it doesn't feel like you're in a relationship that is what you want. Okay? Okay. I just pulled adrenal glands in this regulate, and it's asking you to basically assess your emotions right now and figure out, okay, why do I feel this way? And what does this have to do with my past? Okay? It definitely feels like there is a connection from your past and how you're still kind of in this energy. Like, I still don't have what I want. Why? Why? Ask yourself why and see excuse me, and see what those areas of your life that you just keep getting into. Remember, like, it's a choice. We all have that choice. And maybe we are choosing the people based on trauma. Maybe we are choosing people based on what we know. Okay? So, really, if you're like, well, I know I want something more, but I don't know what it looks like. You don't have to know what it looks like. You just have to want more. And you have to imagine it happening and know that it's possible and know you're worthy of it happening to you. Okay, that's number 1. You have to know that you're worth it for it to come into your life. And if you don't feel that way 100%, maybe that's where we start. Maybe that's where you start looking in a mirror, telling yourself that you deserve love and that you're worth it, that you're worth more than what you've had in the past. And look yourself in the eye and say it until you cry. Say it until you truly, truly believe it. And this can also be therapeutic because when you do that, you might get messages or images or memories from the past that are connected to why you don't truly feel that way, or maybe why you were programmed to think you deserve less than what you really did. Okay? So I really hope that helps you, love. Okay? So I see some new people in here. Thanks so much for joining, guys. I'm Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium. I do a lot of missing persons cases. I create oracle and tarot decks, and I do a lot of intuitive coaching. I have 2 masters in psychology, sports psychology and behavioral analysis. And what I like about this combination of background is I studied sports psychology for a long time, more than ABA. And I didn't realize that I was like literally doing psychological research on how to enhance your visions and your imagery. Because there is this amazing mind-body connection that occurs when we put our all into it, when we have that mind-body connection. You're so welcome, love. You're so welcome. And I did my thesis on imagery, the use of imagery and visualization techniques for athletes, and how it can improve someone's health. Visualization training can improve your health. Visualization training is literally just like training for basketball or football. The more you visualize, the more you meditate, the more you try to see things, that is going to help you be more visual and tap more into your psychic abilities and see things more clearly. Here's a couple exercises that I'll tell you guys if you want to work on visualization. A couple easy exercises that you can do, okay? So the first thing is to look at a picture or image of something on the wall, okay? And then I want you to close your eyes and hold that image in your mind as long as you can and see as much detail of that as long as you can. Okay, so you look across the street and you see the neighbor's house, close your eyes, try to imagine their house, try to picture their house, try to, even if you can move around in your brain to be like, okay, this is what this side of the house looks like, this is what this side of the house looks like, hold that image in your brain. This is training your brain to hold on to images longer. The next thing you can do is this amazing exercise. We have a certain type of memory. I won't get into psychology too much, but it's the type of memory that just, where everything is in your house. You could walk around in the middle of the night and kind of feel your way through without really even seeing it. So there's an exercise you can do where you sit in your living room or a comfortable place in your house and you close your eyes and you try to imagine what your house looks like with your eyes closed. Okay? Hi, SJ. How are you? So you're sitting, so I'm going to go in my living room or wherever I am right now, okay? And I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm going to imagine myself standing up and walking through my house. I'm going to look at the walls, look at the TV, look at where the couch is, and the point of this is a really good exercise to increase your visualization so you can do remote viewing. Now, the point of this exercise is to do it so much that when your eyes are closed and you're sitting here, you don't know the difference between if you're actually walking around your house or if you're sitting down in your house with your eyes closed, if that makes sense. Okay? Is my eye deceiving me? I'm here. I'm back. I jumped on a little bit early. I did because that's when the kids left the house and went to do some errands. I think they went to Target or something like that, or they went to, I think they went to get a winter jacket. And they went to our storage unit because you guys know we still travel and stuff like that. So, and I have to say, like last time you guys saw me, like my hair, well, I had bleached hair, right? And then I shaved it all off. And this is like what my hair is. Now my hair stands up straight. My hair doesn't know what gravity is anymore. So this is my new identity, guys. My new identity. 22.2 thousand likes. Yay! Okay, Marcy, here we go. Like I said, guys, I'll be live until I either need to stop and go to the bathroom or eat a snack or the whole game comes back. And if that happens, you can still get a $16 reading until 2 o'clock today, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's another 2 hours and 15 minutes, okay? I'll leave that code up and available for you guys to book just in case. Kirsten. Oh, no, wait. I said another name, Marcy, and then I'll do Kirsten. Okay, Marcy. Okay, All right, Marcy, I'm actually picking up on a lot of behaviors that you may have done as a kid to get attention away from you and onto other people. And what I mean by that, it's like I feel uncomfortable. I feel an uncomfortable situation, then trying to make other people laugh in order to get the attention away from me. And I don't know if you develop this into a defense mechanism or something like that, but it feels like this is something from childhood, and I don't know if you're known for this. Like, what I keep getting is, like, funny. I don't know if there's, like, a laughter or something uncomfortable, or it's just coming through as I created this defense mechanism as a child, and I still use it today, but people feel like this is who I am. It is. Okay. And I feel like you need to let this go. This is not who you are. You may be a funny person or something like that, but I feel like the way that you use it is very much so to hide your true self. Maybe it wasn't, accepted. You were sick a lot as a child. I feel that it was to shield yourself from just pain. That's all I feel like. And I have to say that you need to go back into that behavior. You need to go find the origin of your behavior, where you were made to feel different. Who made you feel different? Okay? Because I know it's not just because you were sick. I'm getting the way other people may have treated you because you were sick, or the way they talked about it. It's just, it feels like they wanted to. There's another person or adult in your life that wanted to shield you, and therefore you shielded yourself from feeling that. Okay? And I feel like you need to go back and realize that this was a defense that you created. And it needs to leave your life because it doesn't serve you anymore. There's a seriousness to you. There's a different side of you. There's a different humor you have. A different humor. Okay? And that's where I feel like your direction needs to go. All right. I hope that helps you. Okay. Now we're going to do Kirsten. Kirsten, you still here? I know I said your name before. So Kirsten. So I'm getting like this storyline of like appreciation and objects and things and value in material things and how that has yet to bring the happiness you desire. It feels like looking for happiness in material things. I don't know if you still do this. I don't know if it's like, I'm bored, let's go shopping. I'm not sure. It just feels like I see you looking at something and placing a lot of value in it as a child. As if something that was purchased for you was like reward system or something, but I feel like the value is more in an object than in relationship. Kind of, you're saying yes. Okay. And let me pull a card now just to see if there's like another like segment of this or why I'm seeing this. Okay, I got ears. Wow, I just touched my ear. Ears. Most important part of the conversation is what you don't say, so listen. It feels like you have to go back in to see how somebody else placed this importance on material things. How I feel like you're literally walking in somebody else's footsteps. I don't know if this is your mom or parents, but it feels like a learned behavior 100%. And I feel like you're just kind of missing that true feeling of having that true soul unconditional connection with another person. Like love may have been blinded by presents or things like that in your life in the past. And I feel like it's really what you're working on is that having that soul connection or understanding that soul connection with another individual. And I feel like a heart chakra awakening is in your future. I would definitely wear rose quartz and or anything green. You can green aventurine or any other like rhodonite, or if you have some pink amethyst or pinks and greens, malachite, things like that. Okay. Heart chakra awakening, I feel like, is coming for you, and it's not a bad thing. It's like what you're going to experience is a deeper form of love that you never knew existed. Okay. But I do feel like there is some meditation that needs to happen to understand really what the dynamic was. And I feel like it has to do with parenting again. Okay. You have a rhodonite necklace on. Okay. Yes. Perfect. Okay. I'm trying not to pass my learned behaviors on to my own children. Yeah, you see the belly. I see the belly. There it is. Down there. And you see, I didn't go shopping for maternity clothes. I just continued to wear my crop tops. Okay. Okay, yeah. Let's talk about that really quickly before I jump into the next readings. Because I know a lot of people they don't want to pass on their fears to their children. And Dominique, like, your son just came into my mind when I said that. SJ, sorry. Okay, passing on our traumas to our children. We have children to help us heal. Our children are meant to help us heal. And you will be triggered during different times of their growth because you will be triggered for healing during that time in your life. So let's say you have a child and you're triggered when they're 3. For some reason, you start to like get these memories, or why is this happening? Or why do I feel this way about you when you're 3 years old? That is feelings from your parents to you. That is a key that you need to heal that. And what I have to say is, when your children see you heal, when you speak about your healing, when you speak about how you're trying to heal, when you're honest with them about, let's say you blow up and yell at them, and then, instead of going into a room, you say, oh my gosh, I'm really sorry I did that. I know that that's not the right thing to do, but sometimes I can't help it because that's what was done to me. Being very communicative with your children about your own healing can help them heal faster. Okay? We don't have to worry like, oh my gosh, I'm going to pass all this shit on to my children. You might, but what you can also pass on is how you healed it, how you're working on yourself, how you know that it's not okay. And they're going to grow up knowing and seeing, okay, well, I remember my mom saying that she was working on something on herself, so maybe that's something I need to do too. Okay? You have a teen and you're constantly triggered. That means you have to go back into your teen years and see how your mother treated you. See where that difference is, where that clash is. Because there's like internally, right when we're getting ready to leave the nest, there's this like, I don't want you to be yourself, but I want you to still be under my control. And there, as a parent, and we may not get to be ourselves. We may still be living in this, I'm going to do what makes mom happy. I'm going to do what makes my family happy, what makes it easier for me. If I do this, then I'll have less people on my case, so let me do this, and also, the word rebel is coming to me. I'll do this reading for you, Kayla, because this is coming to me right now. The word rebel, I say rebel, but rebel. The word rebel or rebellious is made up by people who can't control situations out of their hands. So what I mean by this is, if you may have been called rebellious, or that you acted out or something when you were not doing what you were told to do, but when you were doing something that you wanted to do, when you were doing something that felt good to you, that you were listening to your own intuition. Because as children, as teens, sometimes we are placed in a situation where we say, okay, do I listen and make my life easier? Do I listen to other people, or do I listen to my own intuition? And that's why when we're in our 30s, 40s, 50s, we're trying to figure out how to have that connection back with our own intuition. Because we were made to forget about it in order to have an easier life, to survive, So think about the triggers, and respect, the word respect. What the hell does respect mean? What does it mean? And why do you deserve it? Why do parents deserve it just because they had a child? I remember just hearing I I can't believe you talked to me that way. Well, did you hear the way you talked to me? There is a two-way street. There's a law of attraction. There's all of those things. And as a parent, as the adult, and even as a teacher, I used to tell teachers this all the time, you have control of the entire situation. You have control of how everything goes. How the ending happens, how the beginning happens, how the middle happens. You have control. And it's like saying you have control by having the last word. A lot of people think that by having the last word, they have control. No, you have control by ending the conversation. They don't have control because they continue. So there needs to be like this look and say, okay, what she's doing right now, or what my child or my teen is doing right now, why is this bothering me? Because I was programmed to think that a child had to act this way, or that I was supposed to act this way, so now maybe I'm bitter. Maybe I wasn't able to stay out. Why can you stay out, So it says, wow, I talk about respect a lot, and he asks if I respect him. It's, and a lot of people will say, well, I don't have to respect you, or I say this because you say this, or I respond because you respond this way. It's the first person sets the pace. You decide to initiate the conversation. It's your tone that initiates the entire energy of the conversation. So by thinking about how it's like screaming across the house to one of my children, how could I not expect them to scream back? And even if they're saying it in a tone that sounds annoying, well, it's annoying to be yelled at, from across the house. So there needs to be like this understanding of one's own behavior and how that's coming across to another. Because once think about it, once our kids are that age, once they're the teens, or they're getting ready to go off on their own, like it's really time for them to start listening to their own intuition and their own self. But sometimes they don't have the support to do that. Sometimes they just want to get out because they want to do it their own way. But they don't know their own way because they've been made to do it another way their whole life. So, okay, let's do one more. Let's do one more reading here. It's 12 noon, and I need a little break. I need some lunch. I need some pickles. I need to just put a plate of pickles and some toast and eat. Maybe like some almond milk too. Okay, Ashley, I seen you in here for a little while. Okay, Ashley, evolved. Okay, so you got mammary glands here. This is telling me that, okay, so I'm actually, okay, the thoughts of your parents, okay, I'm getting generational trauma, okay, mammary glands, it says divine psychic energy runs through you. You're being asked to finally step into your light. Okay, evolved. So what I'm seeing is I'm being shown that your parents had this idea of life, or the way life was supposed to go, or this very it seems like super 50s. I don't know why. Maybe not, but maybe that's why I'm just brought to structure or gender roles or something. But there's this way that you grew up thinking life was. And now as an adult, there are different ways. That's not the only way. But I feel like you still need to go back in and recognize why they think that way. Recognize why your parents behave that way. And I feel like you need to even take it a step further in understanding grandparents. Because what's coming through is this generational trauma. And the reasons people behaved the way they did, our great-grandparents when they were kids, their fears and their world was different than our world today. But they still pass those fears on to your mom and you and whatever the case may be. So I feel like this is a time right now, your brain, your mind is so much more evolved than the rest of the people in your family. And you're being asked to step into that evolutionary type of way of thinking and living and lead by example. There's going to be backlash. I feel like there's going to be some backlash, but I feel like the more you understand why they behave that way, the more you can separate yourself from it and live in a more evolved type of thinking or setting, saying, okay, I may have had this trauma placed on me, but it was actually from my great-great-grandparents, and they lived during the Depression. So obviously there was a lot of fear around this area of their life, or maybe they lived around a wartime and there was a lot of fear, and this fear got passed down. And now it is my turn to break this generational trauma. So that is where I feel like your energy is right now, that you have a more evolved state of mind than a lot of people in your family, and you're meant to push forward with it and almost bring them with you. Okay? All right. Awesome, guys. I know some of you guys are leaving because I said I was all done, but thank you so much for being here. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll try to be back tomorrow. I do have my Kickstarter that begins Thanksgiving Day. So there's 14 left of you in here. You guys want to head over to my bio and just follow my campaign. I would love, 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 love it. Love and appreciate all the support from all of you guys. And I am so like tickled pink to know that like you guys were back here right when I came live. So, and I see so many familiar faces, even some of you like up there who haven't talked a lot. Like you. There you go. Where's the link to get a reading? So if you head to my bio and you'll see it, you'll leave the live, okay? And you'll see the link and it'll say snipfeed.co/Katie Maike. Click there and it'll say TikTok readings for $22. Type in the code Oracle and you'll get your reading for $16. I will do it today and send it back today. Now, in 2 hours, that code will expire. So if you guys are here, you can use the code as many times as you want. Okay, so Snipfeed is the website. We got my page. Got a lot of stuff going on here. Okay, so there's my page right there on the side. Okay, that's the Kickstarter, and then right below it, Psychic Readings. Click on that, and then you can type in Oracle, and you'll get it for, okay, awesome, send the link. Okay, great, thank you. And I should be back, and we'll do the same thing. We'll do the same thing through the next 30 days, and maybe it'll go on for a little bit longer, because I started this in May, June. Remember, SJ? I don't know if you're still in here, but I started this whole process of going live again in June. I took a break, and now I'm back. Okay? Thank you so much for being here, guys. Love, love, love you. SJ, thank you so much for jumping in. It's so nice to see your face. And everybody else, and I will get in touch with you guys, and I will be back. So, thank you so much. You tried messaging me, but it won't work. Okay, let me see. I'm going to follow you. Okay, I followed you. Jody, I followed you. So, you should be able to message me. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I love and appreciate you. Love and light.